Well, for those that don't know, I do this live twice. That's why we're laughing. Once on Instagram and one on Facebook. So we're doing this all over again so you all can hear on Facebook Marco's incredible ASEA story. So Marco, let's start again with a little bit about yourself. Tell everybody your background and who you are.
Sure. Sounds good. Thanks for having me on, Jackie. Appreciate it. So I'm Marco. I'm from New York, born and raised in New York. A little bit about me. I went to school, got my degree in business with a concentration in marketing, and I also double minored in digital media production and sports studies. I ended up doing some work for a social media brand and doing all their social media stuff. And then I ended up switching out of that because I was really focused on building my ASEA business. But I also actually ended up diving into one of my passions, which is real estate. And I've been doing real estate now for the past 2.5 years. Which has been really exciting, and for most people, they know what's going on in the real estate market. So it's been very cool, very, very cool.
And how did this ASEA technology, redox signaling molecules, come into your world?
That's a good question. So when I was about 17, 18, my dad actually introduced it to me. He had told me to start taking this thing that he was taking, and I just said, what is it? And he said, don't worry about it. Just take it, plug your nose and drink it. And I said, why do I have to plug my nose? And he's like, I don't know, just take it. So I ended up taking it. I was like, tastes fine. And he was like, okay, great. So just keep taking it. so
you didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that was the start of my journey with ASEA. Just taking what he told me to take.
Yeah, I commend you again, because I probably would have never listened to my mother. So she had the third party validation, as I mentioned earlier. But that's amazing that you listened to him, and look at you. You've been on it now for 11 years.
Yep.
Okay, so what has ASEA done for you?
Well, ASEA has done a lot. But just to give my quick story about me personally, like I'd done on the Instagram story, it's just when I first got started with this, like I said, I was about 17, so I was a senior in high school, and I play soccer. I'm an avid soccer player, and I was playing varsity at the time, and I was about to start my my senior year of varsity, and I got to my first game, stepped on the field, 5 minutes in, I sprained my ankle extremely badly. It was the size of like a softball, and I was pretty bummed because I could potentially not be able to play the entire season. And it was my last season, of course, and I didn't want to miss that. So anyways, 5 minutes after me, my friend on the same team sprained his ankle as well, but it wasn't too bad. It was a slight ankle sprain, but it was interesting. We both sprained our ankles literally within the first 10 minutes of the game. So at that time, like I had mentioned, I got started with ASEA. I started taking it, and my doctor had said it was going to be like 4 to 6 weeks, more or less, to heal, and that was pretty upsetting for me because that's the whole season of varsity. And so my friend, though, they had mentioned it was going to be like 2 weeks or so for him because it was a slight ankle sprain. Anyways, fast forward, my dad was like, spray it, drink it. And I did. And after about 2.5 weeks, my pain was pretty much gone. I only had it was about 95% healed. And I was able to get cleared by the doctor and got my note, brought it to my coach, and was able to finish out the season. And we ended up going to playoffs. And I ended up having the winning throw-in for somebody to shoot, and it was great because I was able to do that. And for somebody who's told one thing and then it changes completely and you're able to do what you want and you love, it makes a huge difference. So that was my initial start to ASEA. That's why I always love the product.
Absolutely. That's incredible. I mean, 95% better in 2.5 weeks after spraining your ankle. And was the swelling basically gone as well?
It literally decreased back to normal. There was only maybe like a little like curvature on my ankle, but like on the outside of my ankle. But besides that, it was fine. I was wrapping it every day. I was spraying it with ASEA. I had it on my ASEA on a paper towel because, like we mentioned, we didn't have Renew 28 at that time. So I just kept trying to soak it. I put my foot into the actual water. I poured it out and put it into a bowl. So yeah, did everything you possibly could do to kind of heal faster. So.
That's amazing. And for people out listening to this, we're talking about redox signaling molecules. They are the molecules that really allow our body to heal. And when you, sadly, as you age, you just lose less and less of them. And so ASEA is the first and only company in the world that's been able to make and stabilize the identical molecules outside the body. And as Marco said, they didn't even have the gel version at the time to apply topically. They only had the liquid. And so he would drink it and spray it, you know, do whatever his dad said to do. He minds his dad well, but that's pretty incredible. And so, Marco, you've been also sharing this for about 7-ish years, you mentioned to me. What makes you want to share this with other people?
Well, I saw what it did for myself, and most people will definitely say that as well. You know, if it's made an impact in your life, why wouldn't you share it with people? So that's one part of it, but the other part of it is that I found something where I can live the lifestyle that I want to, but also be able to help people. So it's like a happy medium. And for me, that was essential, because when I was at this social media job that I was doing, I was literally inside at a desk looking outside during the summer, and I was like, what am I doing here? Why am I sitting at a desk? I can't do this. I need the freedom. And since that moment, I really was like, wow, like I applaud people for who can do that, but I just couldn't. It's just not my personality. So this was such a happy medium. And I've been able to travel the world, been able to help a lot of people in a lot of different areas that I would have probably have never known. I would have never known people in all parts of the world. So it's always exciting to be able to be part of this and be on this journey and be able to help people, but also be able to enjoy things like traveling, you know?
Absolutely. If you guys haven't seen his travels, go to his Instagram. It's pretty incredible pictures and so forth. And he's gotten to now have a global business helping people in all sorts of different countries. And he's also trilingual, which makes it a huge advantage. So I'm envious, but I am learning Spanish slowly but surely.
Where are you in? Where are you in?
So, Marco, where do you see this technology 5, 10, 15 years from now?
Great question. So I would say that we have a lot that's going to be coming to fruition with the company. As we've seen in the past already, we went from just the ASEA redox technology to Renew 28, to Renew Advanced, to also the ASEA Via line, and now to Cell Performance. And realistically, you know, we have these incredible technology behind us, and it's only going to develop into other specifically oriented things as the Cell Performance has already started to do. But, you know, I'm most excited about what's going to happen with the company as a whole, because I think as we continue to grow, people are going to learn and know more and more about ASEA and what we have to offer here. And I'm excited for the excitement that's going to be generated because of that, you know, and we're going to become that globally known company that's going to be sponsoring the sports teams and doing all this stuff and being in front of everybody. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for what's to come in the next several years.
Absolutely. Me too. I couldn't agree more with you. And last question, for people that are listening that are not on this technology, maybe have never even heard of redox before, what would you say to them?
I would say, let's get started. You got to do what you got to do for your health, right? But you also got to do what you got to do for your finances. And that's the best part about this company, is that you can work on both at the same time. You know, your health is really the utmost important in your life, because if you're sick, you're not able to do what? You're not able to work. You're not able to make money. And so this is that opportunity for you to be able to do both, to work on your health and work on your opportunity to make and generate income. So definitely, if this is your first time kind of understanding or learning about this, get in touch with Jackie, see what she's got going on. She'll give you all the details that are necessary to get started, and it'll probably be the best decision you'll ever make. So yeah.
Well, thank you. Any other last comments, Marco, before we wrap this interview up?
No, just get on there and get going and stay healthy. That's it.
Stay healthy. Thank you so much, Marco. I appreciate your time. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Every Wednesday, I do these interviews, and thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your time, Marco, and have a wonderful day.
Of course. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you.